Hey, what's up, Street Gods? Eric from the Eric from Street Photography blog. Currently a beautiful, crazy sunny day in the suburbs of LA. So I wanted to share a fun little video with you on some practical thoughts. So the idea of seeing the world from the eyes of a child. So the first thing I want to share is, I think when we're children, we're the most creative, we're the innovative. We question more, we ask more, we create more. We don't listen to authority, we test commonly held assumptions, we challenge the status quo, we see the world with more curiosity, with more opportunity, and we essentially intuitively follow this concept of first principles, that we don't just simply listen to adults for the sake of listening to adults. Rather, we try to discover the truth for ourselves, which I think is generally a good thing. And I've been, if you guys seen some of my recent videos, you might see my little 3-year-old niece Amelia in the video. Like, Amelia learns how to take photos for the first time, or even the review of the Bandit bag. And the thing that's great about children is that they see the world with no limits, essentially. And I think the sad thing is that as even us as adults, generally we're born with so much, obviously when we're born as children, we're born with more curiosity, we're born with more questioning, and we're the most creative when we're kids. We paint, we draw, we make photos, we make poetry, we dance, we sing, and we don't care how other people see us. And as we get older, we kind of get the creativity crushed out of us. We have adults telling us what to do, what not to do, telling this is wrong, and then essentially you lose your creative spirit and you just become a machine that's good at checking boxes, good at answering emails, and that's pretty much it. And it's actually really sad. Like, I was talking to an adult and his kid, and then the dad works as a consultant or something, and then the dad's like, yeah, little Jimmy, one day when you grow up to be daddy, you could also work like daddy. And then the kid goes, Daddy, what do you do for your job? Daddy goes, I answer emails for a living. And it's so sad, and it's totally true. But anyways, so going back to the thing, and even Pablo Picasso once said, every child is born an artist. The difficult thing is staying an artist as you grow older, which means as children, we're all artists. We like to make stuff, we create without boundaries. But as we get older, we start to lose our artistic self, because once again, we can no longer create like children because we have adults telling us what to do and what not to do. And so some practical suggestions is, one of the best things you could do to be more creative and be more philosophical, I suppose, in life, is actually just ask yourself the question why. So why is probably one of the most important questions you can ask, because that's essentially the beginning of all philosophical inquiry, is why? Why are things this way? Why aren't things this way? Like, even Amelia, she loves eating chicken legs, and we had a chicken, she's eating the chicken legs, she eats one, then she eats the second one, and we run out of chicken legs. And then Amelia's like, I want more chicken legs. We're like, you ate all the chicken legs, there's only two. There's only 2 legs in a chicken leg. And then she goes, why? And we obviously all start laughing, but then we're like, why does a chicken only have 2 legs? That's a good question. And then this is actually kind of funny, like a fun rabbit hole for me too, because several things. Like, I remember the Simpsons episode with Blinky, like where the fish has the 3rd eye. What if they genetically engineered chickens to have 3 legs? Would humans still eat them? That's one question. Another random question is, why do certain animals only have 2 legs whereas other animals have 4 legs? Why are humans bipeds? And obviously the answer is we need to walk, and therefore, in order for a human to be mentally and physically healthy, we just need to walk a lot. And also, this is actually a fun little philosophical story between the Cynic philosopher Diogenes and Plato. Plato says, he's at the forum or something, he's like in front of his crowd of students, and he's like, a human is a featherless biped with 2 legs. And and then Diogenes runs off, gets a chicken, skins it, and says, Plato, here, I found your man. So essentially it's just like, to see the world more funnily, more quizzically, more comically, and more from the eyes of a child, you'll do better. And so some practical tips I would give you is spend more time with children, honestly. Like, whenever I'm at a dinner party, you know, I get so bored talking to the adults. I have a lot more fun talking to the kids. So talk to more kids, play with them, have fun, see what they question, how they question authority. Also give a kid a camera or a phone, see what they end up taking photos of. And yeah, the last thing is just ask yourself the question why. Why? Ask it about 5 times to any sort of question you have, and you'll find deeper answers and truths in life. So remember again, once again, see the eyes from the world of a child, study Pablo Picasso, and create like a child with no limits. Peace out.